As a brain doctor who has spent decades studying how what we eat affects our minds, I'm absolutely shocked by what I discovered. One common fruit, yes, a fruit you probably have in your kitchen right now, can dramatically increase your stroke risk overnight, especially for seniors. You've heard fruits are always good for you, right? High in vitamins, low in fat, full of fiber. But what if I told you that not all fruits are safe, especially after age 60? This fruit may seem innocent. It's sweet, colorful, refreshing, and often added to smoothies, breakfasts, or snacks. But if you're over 50, it could be silently working against you, clogging your arteries, spiking your blood pressure, and even disrupting your brain's blood flow. In this video, I'll reveal the exact fruit that may be putting your health, and your life, at serious risk. We'll break down the latest scientific research, the hidden compounds inside this fruit, and what it really does to your brain overnight. This is not fearmongering, it's fact-based, doctor-backed truth that could save lives. Especially yours. If you care about your brain, your memory, and your ability to enjoy your golden years, stay with me until the end. Your brain will thank you. Before we dive into the surprising fruit that can elevate stroke risk overnight, let's first understand what a stroke actually is. A stroke isn't just a health scare, it's a life-altering event, especially for older adults. It occurs when blood flow to the brain is interrupted either by a blockage or a bleed. When this happens, brain cells begin to die within minutes, leading to permanent damage or death. Most people think strokes only happen to the extremely ill or bedridden, but the truth is they can strike without warning, even in active, healthy seniors. There are two main types of strokes. One is called ischemic, caused by a blocked blood vessel, and it accounts for nearly 90% of all strokes. The other is hemorrhagic, which occurs when a blood vessel bursts in the brain, causing dangerous bleeding. Both are devastating, but hemorrhagic strokes tend to be more fatal. Seniors are at a much higher risk of both types. As we age, our arteries stiffen, our blood pressure tends to rise, and our blood vessels become more fragile. What's more alarming is that many seniors don't even know they're at risk. High cholesterol, high blood pressure, diabetes, and atrial fibrillation can silently contribute to stroke risk without showing any symptoms. But here's the twist. While most people know salt, fats, and processed foods can be harmful, very few are aware that even some fruits can trigger dangerous reactions in the body, especially overnight when the metabolism slows down. Yes, you heard that right. A fruit that's often marketed as healthy, refreshing, and loaded with vitamins can actually act like a silent saboteur to your brain health. And that's where this video gets shocking. Imagine biting into something juicy, sweet, and cold. Maybe you're snacking late at night or enjoying a healthy breakfast. What if I told you that one popular fruit is linked with sudden spikes in blood sugar, elevated blood pressure, and even changes in the way your blood clots? These three things alone, glucose surges, hypertension, and hypercoagulation, are all red flags for stroke risk. And when they happen while you sleep, you don't even feel the warning signs. Now let's talk about this specific fruit. It's one of the most consumed fruits in the world. It's sweet, tropical, and often praised for its hydration benefits. We're talking about the watermelon. Shocking, right? Watermelon seems innocent. It's mostly water, it's refreshing, and it's low in calories. But for seniors, it can be more dangerous than it appears. Watermelon has a high glycemic index, meaning it causes a rapid spike in blood sugar levels. When blood sugar levels rise quickly, your pancreas releases a large amount of insulin. For younger, healthy people, this may not be a problem. But for older adults with insulin resistance or type 2 diabetes, this can set off a dangerous chain reaction. High blood sugar leads to increased inflammation, which stiffens your blood vessels. It also makes your blood thicker and more prone to clotting, two major contributors to ischemic strokes. To make matters worse, watermelon is also high in potassium. Normally, potassium is great for your body. It helps regulate fluid balance and nerve signals. But in older adults, especially those with reduced kidney function, too much potassium can cause heart rhythm issues and fluctuations in blood pressure, both of which increase the risk of stroke. Another factor often overlooked is the timing of consumption. Many seniors eat fruits like watermelon late at night, thinking it's a healthy, light snack. But eating high glycemic foods before bed has been shown in studies to increase nighttime blood pressure levels, known as nocturnal hypertension. This is especially dangerous because your body is supposed to rest and repair during sleep, not fight against blood pressure surges and thickened blood. One study published in a leading cardiovascular journal showed that older adults who consumed high glycemic foods at night had a significantly higher risk of early morning strokes. These strokes are often more fatal and harder to recover from because they happen during the body's vulnerable repair phase. So while watermelon isn't toxic, and in moderation it can be part of a balanced diet, it becomes a risk when consumed excessively, especially late in the day, and particularly for seniors with pre-existing cardiovascular or metabolic conditions. This doesn't mean you need to panic or swear off fruits entirely. Fruits are essential sources of fiber, antioxidants, and vitamins. But as we age, the body changes, and so must our dietary habits. Seniors must learn which fruits to prioritize and which to limit or avoid based on their individual health status. For example, instead of watermelon, you might consider berries like blueberries, strawberries, or blackberries. These are low on the glycemic index, rich in antioxidants, and known to support brain health. They've been shown in studies to reduce inflammation and even slow cognitive decline in older adults. Apples, pears, and citrus fruits like oranges can also be excellent choices when eaten in moderation. In addition to fruit selection, the time of day you eat makes a difference. Your body's insulin sensitivity is highest in the morning and early afternoon. That means your system can handle natural sugars more effectively earlier in the day. So if you must enjoy watermelon or other sweet fruits, have them with breakfast or lunch, not after dinner or before bed. Another important step is hydration. Many seniors believe eating fruits like watermelon helps them stay hydrated. And while fruits do contain water, they cannot replace pure, clean drinking water. Make sure you're drinking enough fluids throughout the day, especially in hot weather, to keep your blood thin and flowing smoothly. Dehydration is a silent contributor to clot formation, which can lead to strokes. You should also work closely with your doctor or a registered dietitian to monitor your blood sugar, blood pressure, and kidney function. These numbers matter more than ever after age 60. A small change in your fruit choices, portion sizes, and meal timing can make a massive difference in your brain health and overall quality of life. And let's not forget physical activity. Even light daily movement like walking or stretching helps improve circulation and reduce stroke risk. Combine that with a mindful diet, and you'll be giving your brain the best protection possible. So the next time you're offered a bowl of chilled watermelon at night, pause and ask yourself, is it really worth the risk? It's not about fear, it's about awareness. As a brain doctor, I've seen too many cases where small, overlooked habits led to devastating health consequences. My goal is to keep you informed, empowered, and healthy as you age, not to scare you, but to guide you with evidence-based advice. Now that we've discussed how watermelon, despite being hydrating and sweet, may pose serious risks for seniors when eaten carelessly, especially at night, it's time to look deeper into why certain fruits affect the body differently as we age. One of the biggest mistakes seniors make is assuming that what was healthy at 30 is automatically healthy at 70. But the truth is, the body undergoes massive physiological changes as we grow older. The way we metabolize sugar, process minerals like potassium, and maintain blood pressure all shifts. After the age of 60, the pancreas becomes less efficient at regulating insulin. Muscles lose sensitivity to insulin's signal, leading to higher glucose levels in the blood. When you eat a fruit that rapidly increases your sugar level, like watermelon, your body struggles to compensate. This results in more oxidative stress and a surge of inflammatory markers in the bloodstream. And that's where trouble begins. Chronic inflammation is a known driver of stroke, heart disease, dementia, and even cancer. On top of that, many seniors deal with medications, blood thinners, cholesterol-lowering drugs, or blood pressure meds. These prescriptions alter how nutrients are processed. So when you throw in a fruit with a powerful glycemic punch late at night, you could be unknowingly reversing the benefits of your medications. There's another layer to consider: nighttime biology. During the night, your body enters a repair state. Blood vessels relax, your heart rate slows, and the brain begins clearing waste through a process called the glymphatic system. But if you flood your system with sugar before sleep, you interfere with this natural detox process. Instead of repairing the brain, your body shifts into metabolic overdrive, trying to process the sugar load. This results in higher nighttime blood pressure, disrupted sleep cycles, and irregular heart rhythms, all precursors to stroke. Research out of Japan found that people who consumed high-sugar fruits in the evening had a higher incidence of early morning strokes, especially in the over 60 age group. The cause? Nocturnal blood pressure spikes, sugar-induced endothelial dysfunction, and thicker blood. The scary part is that many of these individuals had no obvious warning signs. No chest pain. No dizziness. They simply went to bed, and never woke up the same. This is why being proactive with diet matters more than ever in senior years. Prevention isn't about cutting out all fruits, far from it. It's about choosing fruits wisely, understanding your unique risk factors, and knowing when to eat what. Low glycemic fruits are your best friends. Blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, and strawberries are not only delicious but also rich in flavonoids, powerful compounds shown to protect blood vessels, reduce blood pressure, and enhance cognitive performance. Studies from Harvard University suggest that consuming berries regularly can reduce stroke risk by up to 30% in seniors. Other smart options include apples, pears, oranges, and kiwis. These fruits offer fiber, vitamin C, and essential polyphenol, which help reduce inflammation and improve circulation. They also don't spike your blood sugar the way tropical fruits like watermelon, mango, or pineapple do, especially when consumed in large portions. Even more important than what you eat is how much you eat. Portion control is key. A small cup of watermelon at lunch is very different from a large bowl consumed late at night. Seniors should aim for about 2 servings of fruit per day, preferably earlier in the day, paired with protein or healthy fats to slow sugar absorption. Beyond diet, regular monitoring of your vitals is critical. Check your blood pressure often. If you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, monitor your fasting glucose and A1C levels regularly. Know your cholesterol numbers, especially LDL and triglycerides, because they contribute to plaque buildup in arteries, a major cause of stroke. And if you're on medications, ask your doctor whether certain fruits may interfere. For instance, grapefruit is notorious for interacting with blood pressure drugs. Another lifestyle tip for stroke prevention is improving your sleep hygiene. Seniors who sleep poorly are at higher risk for cardiovascular problems. Avoid eating anything, especially fruits or desserts, 2 hours before bedtime. Dim your lights in the evening, avoid screens after 9 p.m., and try to sleep and wake at consistent times daily. These small changes can dramatically improve your cardiovascular and neurological health. Physical activity should also never be ignored. A simple 30-minute walk every day improves blood flow, reduces stress, and enhances brain function. Even if you can't walk far, light chair exercises or stretching can still make a difference. The goal is to keep your blood moving and your arteries flexible. And don't underestimate the power of hydration. Many seniors drink less water as they age, mistaking thirst for hunger or simply forgetting to drink. Dehydration causes blood to thicken, which increases the risk of clot formation and stroke. Aim for 6 to 8 glasses of water per day unless otherwise advised by your doctor. Mental health also plays a role. Chronic stress releases cortisol, a hormone that increases blood pressure and causes inflammation. If you're constantly anxious or depressed, your stroke risk rises. Consider gentle stress relief practices like deep breathing, prayer, gratitude journaling, or connecting with loved ones. Even 10 minutes a day of quiet reflection can make a massive difference. To summarize this part of the video, yes, watermelon may be dangerous when consumed late at night by seniors, especially those with high blood pressure, diabetes, kidney problems, or heart conditions. It's not about banning the fruit forever. It's about understanding how your body reacts to sugar, how timing affects your metabolism, and how your overall lifestyle can either protect or endanger your brain. Knowledge is power. Every decision you make, every bite you take, either helps or harms your future. This is especially true for stroke prevention. Because strokes don't ask for permission. They don't send a warning text. They just hit, and when they do, every second counts. But what you do today can reduce your risk tomorrow. So now you know, what seems like an innocent bowl of fruit can sometimes be the very thing putting your brain at risk. Especially after 60, health becomes a game of details. A few decades ago, you could get away with late-night snacks, sugary treats, and inconsistent sleep. But today, every decision you make either protects your brain, or slowly weakens it. Let's go over the key takeaways one more time, so it really sticks. Watermelon, while hydrating and refreshing, has a high glycemic index. That means it causes a sharp spike in blood sugar, which can lead to blood vessel damage, increased blood pressure, and clot formation. All of these factors are linked directly to stroke. This is especially dangerous when eaten at night, a time when your body is supposed to be resting and repairing, not battling sugar surges and insulin imbalances. This is not to say watermelon is poison. But it's a food that must be consumed with caution, especially by seniors who are already vulnerable due to pre-existing conditions. Moderation is key. Time of day matters. And your individual health profile should always be the lens through which you choose what you eat. If you're serious about protecting your brain and preventing strokes, then you need to start acting like food is medicine, because it is. Your daily meals aren't just fuel. They're information. They send signals to your body, telling it whether to heal, or to break down. And the good news? You are in control of those signals. You choose what goes on your plate. You choose what time you eat. You choose how much you move. These are not small choices. They are life-altering decisions. Thousands of seniors every year suffer strokes that could have been prevented. That's why this message is so urgent. Your brain is your most precious asset. It stores your memories, your wisdom, your identity. And while no one can prevent every single risk, you can reduce the chances dramatically with smarter, safer habits, starting with something as simple as swapping one fruit for another. So what should you eat instead? Focus on low-glycemic fruits like berries, apples, and citrus. Eat them earlier in the day, and always pair them with fiber or protein. Stay hydrated with clean water, not just watery fruits. Check your blood pressure, monitor your blood sugar, and make sure your medications aren't interacting with your diet. Keep moving. Prioritize sleep. And don't underestimate the power of a calm, focused mind. Being aware of stroke risk doesn't mean living in fear, it means living with intention. Every time you reach for a snack, every time you choose your dinner, every time you consider skipping that walk, remember that these are your choices. And the better you choose, the better your chances of protecting the brain you've spent a lifetime building. Now let's finish with a few specific tips you can start today. Replace watermelon with blueberries or green apple at breakfast. Never eat fruit within 2 hours of bedtime. Always drink a glass of water in the morning and one before bed. Limit high-sugar fruits to small portions, earlier in the day. Check your blood pressure at least once a week, keep a notebook. Ask your doctor to review your fruit intake if you're on heart or kidney medications. And if you've had a mini-stroke in the past, avoid high-glycemic fruits entirely. These small adjustments, repeated consistently, can change everything. Thank you for staying with us till the end of this vital video. If you're over 50, or you care for someone who is, what you learned today could be life-saving. Too many people walk around with silent risk factors, unaware that a simple change in fruit, a small shift in meal timing, or a bit more hydration could protect them from a major brain event. Here on Health Education, we believe in sharing knowledge that empowers you. No fluff, no scare tactics, just real facts from trusted experts. If today's topic opened your eyes, then please, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with someone you care about. A friend, a parent, a neighbor, someone who could benefit from knowing what's really going on inside their body. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our channel. We post weekly videos tailored specifically for senior health, brain function, heart protection, natural remedies, and smart aging tips. When you subscribe and hit the bell icon, you'll be the first to know when our next powerful video goes live. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, it helps us reach more people who need this information. And drop a comment below, Have you ever noticed strange symptoms after eating certain fruits? Or do you have any senior-friendly snack tips that work for you? Your story might help someone else. Until next time, stay informed, stay proactive, and most importantly, take care of your brain. Because your golden years should be sharp, strong, and full of life. We'll see you in the next video. This is Health Education, where your health is your greatest wealth.